You're about to witness a seismic event.
Daddy, can you put on Skitbags radio?
No, go to bed.
Okay, yeah, that's the promo.
Yeah. Welcome to Cine Argentine with Conquistadores del Calzado. Today we have a special guest that's coming through and they're going to be wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It's Gigante Domingo and it's Skitbags Radio and you better get ready. It's Mr. CD Enforcer and it's game time. Poppy Caller on Dash Talk X. You know we love it every week. And we got a beautiful young talent next to us with the whole crew. As always, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the squad and got moms in the cut. Chilling like she don't know what. Let's get ready and hear from everybody. Poppy Call on Instagram. Lay it down, goddamn. It's Skitbags Radio. Let's go. Tell them what you got, girl.
What's up? What's up? It's Casey. Find me on Instagram at Casey Persich.
What's up, guys? This is Thomas, twisting knobs and pushing buttons. Find me at T McD on Instagram.
Oh my God.
Carolina, how you doing?
I'm amazing.
It's good to be here, or good to have you here.
Yeah, thank you so much. You can find me on Instagram, LA Carolina Levi.
Very good.
There you go.
Devin, do you have the translation?
Yeah, that was, I'm super talented, I'm beautiful, and my name's Carolina. And that's translated exactly verbatim on Instagram.
Yes.
So, welcome to the show, everyone. By the way, we are so thrilled to be broadcasting from Dash Studios in Hollywood, California on Dash Talk X. Carl, thank you for the fucking amazing interview and intro to the show right there.
Carolina, I'm hyped.
Hi.
We have an OG member of the squad up in the building here.
Woo! Yes.
Skitbags original.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. Always original.
And per our guest request, we always start out every episode with a breakdown of a movie or TV show. But today we're going to be talking about Narcos. What drew you to Narcos, Carolina? Because like I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I watched the first season right when it came out. Didn't watch the second season, and then last night just binged the third with the intention of really only watching about 3 episodes of the third, and then got sucked into the trap of the third season. So I don't know.
You went down the narco hole.
I did. I went down the narco hole. It was a great hole. It was a great hole to go down.
Happens to the best of us.
Hey, whatever comes your way.
It's a total LA thing.
Yeah.
That's Hollywood for you.
Yeah.
Falling down the narco hole.
So I didn't even understand the words that were being spoken sometimes, but it was beautiful.
Great show.
Which, if you don't get that reference, half of the show is in English, half of the show is in Spanish.
Yeah, so I understand the half in Spanish, the half in English is the one I don't get.
Well, that's kind of what I was going to ask you is like, from an actor's perspective, how close is the Spanish dialogue to the emotions of the script? Meaning, like, you know how when you have things in English and you have things in Spanish and they're translated, they can be different than what was meant by the writer. How much is meant by the writer from what do you see from the show, and how much has just been translated, if anything?
We are getting deep on this conversation.
Yo, we're starting. We dive in the deep end, and you know, hey, let's go for a swim. It's all good.
Yeah, no, depends on the show.
I got lifesavers.
No, but depends on the show. I mean, in Narcos, for me, works perfect. You know, like the Spanish means totally what they say with the English. With the English part, I don't know. I'm joking. No, but I mean, the script is amazing. It's totally amazing.
What would your ideal part be if you could choose out of the 3 seasons anything that you would want to be involved with that?
I want to be Pablo Escobar.
Oh, and this is why I love
Same.
you. This is why I love you.
Sorry, I want to be Pablo Escobar, but the female version.
Oh.
Maybe I should write that one.
Like La Colombiana.
No, la Argentina, Carl.
Okay, La Argentina.
Come on.
I'm just saying that was
Are we allowed to swear in here?
Fuck yes.
Puta madre, Carl. Puta madre, Argentina.
I know, but
And you know what I've noticed about the Argentinian dialect that's very sourced to the Cuban and the Caribbean is you sing when you talk.
I mean, yeah, you hear that. For me, sounds normal.
Well, I know, but my family is
just fucking
Cuban.
with
No, because if you think about Spaniard is very proper in their Spanish dialect, right? From people from Spain, and then people from Mexico are very fast spoken, almost like a machine gun. Sorry to piss off any of my Mexican brothers and sisters, but that's the Mexican dialect. Whereas Cubans and Puerto Ricans and Caribbeans, they ba da 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 da. It's almost like a singing to the Spanish dialect, and I've noticed that it's different whether you're in the Caribbean or whether you're in Colombia, or even Colombia to Venezuela is different versus Argentina. It's very different than Ecuador. And
in every country.
Yeah, exactly.
Even inside Argentina, every city has their dialect. It's like in America, people in LA speak different than in New York or in Texas or whichever other country.
Yeah, and I'm saying I think that the Argentinian accent is very song-like, very playful and
Very melodic.
Exceptionally lovely.
Yeah.
Little Italian. It's got the Italian vibes.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone is, immigrant from Italy and Spain, most in the country. So we have all that influence. My grandmother is one Spanish and the other one Italian. So
well, there you go.
Yeah, it's all coming together.
exactly.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So what spawned how did your story begin, Carolina? How did you get into entertainment? How did you get into acting? How did you come from Argentina to here?
Yeah.
Where did this story begin, yo? I want to hear the origins of the fabulous. We're getting the exclusive on the next Angelina Jolie up in this bitch. All right, I want to preface that with this.
Actually, we have birthday the same day, June 4th.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. I called it.
No, as a teenager in Argentina, I started doing commercials and photo shoots, modeling, some sort of by chance, with a photographer friend of mine, and he asked me to do a photo shoot, and after I started doing commercials, and later on I started to study improvisation, and I love it, and I started doing short films, and I went to the acting school for 4 years. And when I was there, I was with my friends talking on the school, and one of them say, I want to go to Stella Adler in New York. And I was like, that's a fucking brilliant idea. I want to go there too. So I saved money for years that I make with commercials, and finally I get to go to New York to study. And my English was even worse than now. So even the first day, I went to the wrong class. At that point, my English was bad.
But that's the first day of school anyway.
Yeah, but you get a pass. Everyone gets a pass on the first day.
It was the first
Everybody.
time in my life, studying in English, you know? For me, it was a totally different
being
world.
being in New York, there weren't a lot of people that spoke maybe Portuguese or Spanish or something that could help a lot, maybe even, or.
I don't know. When I get on the school, I hear you hear the Mexican, but in English. For me, it was all right. So I guess I'm following that people. Yeah. No. So and I went there, and after the course was finished, I realized that I was not that bad acting in English. I was this is was pretty good actually. So after that, I was okay. I need to move here. That's it. I love it. And on the meantime, I had to go to Europe to do a movie, and I was studying there as well. And after I came to LA to check it out, because I was fucking Hollywood. And I had an acting coach at that time, and he was like, if you want to do it, you have to do it. The airport is open 24/7. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm fucking going. And I didn't know no one single person except this acting coach. And I was like, fuck it, I go. So I came here, and here I am.
The rest is history.
And that's how a star is born.
Yeah, you gotta.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Gotta make a leap.
Just got to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of an incredible story, because you're a little bit living the dream of the epitome of everyone who comes out to Hollywood. You know, like you come out on a whim. You have talent, you have experience, but you don't have any connections. You just kind of come out and wing it and shoot from the hip. What is that like, and what advice can you offer to other young ladies trying to follow in those footsteps, if any? I don't know.
No, yeah.
I'm not able to speak on any of this.
No, I would say, I mean, you have to love what you do because that's my drive. I mean, I love it so much, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do this. Doesn't matter what, you know, I have to give it a try, you know. I don't want to be, you know, like an old lady, like, what should happen if I went to Hollywood or whatever. Yeah. I came and I tried. Whatever happened, you know, I'm cool with it. No, I would say like to love what you do, first of all, and work hard. I mean, this is like fucking the first league. I mean, you are not, people is not fucking around in here. Yeah. So you have to work harder and you have to be the best, you know, and you don't need to give up. You need to keep working until you fucking get what you want. Yeah. This is what I'm doing right now.
Well, I think you touched on a subject about working right there at the end that I don't think is emphasized enough with the up-and-comers. You know, people come out here into the industry and they kind of think like, you know, this is my dream and it's going to happen in this amount of time and it's going to happen this way and with these people and this, ideal situation or whatever. But the reality is like, it's a grind, you know, and if you're not prepared to do whatever it takes and to meet that grind like you were, then you might as well save yourself the trouble and the time and just call it and go home now, you know, because at the end of the day, like, it really matters what you're capable of doing, but also what you're prepared to do as far as like waiting tables till 3 a.m, you know, doing whatever it takes, going on a bunch of auditions. The life of an actor or an actress is so much different than a lot of other facets of the industry. Yeah. It's not like so if you're a grip or if you're a sound or a lighting tech, you know, you're gonna get work. It's just a matter of what you're getting work on. Yeah. Whereas like an actor or an actress, like, yeah, you might get work, but so much is contingent on like your look, your appeal, your style, your ability. Are you right for that part in that time frame? Like maybe you were right for a part, but you weren't available. Yeah. You know, maybe there's a million different variables that can go into it. Whereas with tech, it's much more like, you know, what's coming upon the next in the queue as your day-to-day 9-to-5 job, you know? If I'm working lights on something, I know I'm going to work on lights on something else. Yeah. I'm not going to like...
You also have to be able to get the next job. There's also, I mean, for any crew member job, there's a social aspect. Like, even if you are in the union, you can't just expect that you're going to have another job lined up.
Agreed.
You got to keep plugging and you got to keep shaking hands.
I think you bring up a good point, Thomas. I was going to ask your experience on this, but what is you guys' thoughts on the social aspect of the business drive of this industry? Like, so you have to have social...
I mean, it's the heart of it. This is this industry especially is all about who you know. Yes. It's, it's not quite plagued by nepotism as much as, you know, maybe the finance industry or something like that. Where it's highly competitive just straight out of college. But I mean, it really is just who you know here. Like, if you're friends with a network executive, he could probably get you like a job as an assistant or an audition, or he'll put you on the radar of a casting director. A lot easier than, you know, just cold calling and sending your resume out to random people. Like, if you know that casting director and you're friendly with them, they're going to put you above other people. And that's just the way that it works. And if you're a grip, if you're a gaffer, if you're a sound guy, like, I know a lot of sound guys that are in unions, and then they're also linked up with like groups of 20 other sound guys, because if one of them can't do a job, then they'll just pass it off to the other guys.
The other guy.
Yeah. And if you don't have like a good social group like that watching each other's backs, then you're probably not going to make a whole lot of money. And that's just the unfortunate reality of the town.
Yeah.
Like it's all social.
Yeah, I had to learn that when I first came here, because when I first came, I had the whole do-it-myself attitude. Like you said, just cold calling and going up to stuff and trying to meet
Came from your music background.
I think I think everybody does that.
Very
at first.
independent from music, yeah.
I've been there.
And then you just realize, like, wait a minute, this is not working, because you realize there's a bunch of other people doing that too, and they all have their own individual things to go for. So it's just like, I need to do something where I'm working with people, so we have the drive to push something together. You know what I mean? And that's when I decided to start recording artists and stuff like that. And that's why I was complaining about being up to 3 a.m. with my homeless artist all week this week, for example.
Hollywood's collaborative.
Yeah.
Extremely collaborative.
Yeah.
You can't be a homebody
Yeah.
unless you're like brilliant, like Damien Chazelle, or like extremely lucky.
Yeah, right.
Then it doesn't work.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite projects that you worked on since you've been out here?
Oh yes, tell us. Favorite.
Couple things that maybe you saw were enjoyable that you didn't expect, or maybe some things that were hard that you didn't expect, or easy that you didn't expect. I don't know.
You had that weird one, that Argentinian one you invited me on, Frula.
Yeah.
I love Carl chimes in with like, "Hey, you got me into some squirrely shit over here." It's a good movie.
Carlota Parasagoni. Yeah, this is my own film that I produce, and I'm the lead actress. And a friend of mine, we collaborate.
Beautiful.
He wrote it, inspired on me. We can say it's like a fucked up version of myself.
Yeah.
I like to call it. He's a comedian from Argentina who came to LA, and she's obsessed with success. And and the success is represented by her. So it's like we have like many wigs. It's kind of a fashion film, and it's gonna be ready soon.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, we are gonna submit it to different festivals, and we are working on it. It's about to be ready.
Nice. Yeah, it was a lot of good talent. You had Alfonso Baena in it and a couple other people. It was good. It's good.
Yeah. Looks amazing.
Currently in post-production.
Yeah. I went to New York to do the ADR 2 weeks ago, and it's looking amazing.
Good.
It's kind of surrealistic. I have the trailer. I can show it to you later. It's like,
If you want us,
Would love to see it.
we'll put up the trailer and the video if you want. It's up to you. You just let us know what you want us to put up. We'll put
I
it
need
up.
to ask to the director. I think it's gonna be okay.
No promises.
Whenever you guys know your release date, why don't you bring the director on and you guys come and we'll talk about the film
Of course,
in detail.
Yeah, he lives in New York, but he's coming now in November. So
Cool.
we see.
What would you ideally want to do? Like if somebody gave you, as a creative person, a giant bag of money, what would you want to do creatively? Like you want to go act, you want to go direct, you want to go make a film?
Dream job.
Dream job. You want to go
Dream gig,
What
maybe.
do you want to do? Here's $100 million. Go do whatever the hell you want.
No, I mean, I will open a production company to make movies and TV shows. And I would like to, of course, to act and direct. Yeah.
Like Tyler Perry.
And I would like to do like comedy and like, I don't know, like some fighting badass.
You
well.
Wants to be an
you
action
strike me as an action actress.
Yeah.
Action actress. I'm sorry, I didn't say that.
I
clearly.
took some stunt classes. Yeah, I want to do like some fighting,
Is this some stage
Yeah.
combat
kick
stuff?
some other. I'm working on it, but I mean, I do kickboxing.
Look out, ladies and gentlemen. We got the new Atomic Blonde in the building
Oh yeah,
right here.
she's sprightly, very quick.
I would have always seen you as portraying that role, or even always easily seen you in a horror movie as the struggler who fights back, like as the character in the film who fights back against the villain, whatever the horror, whether it's
Whatever
a
the
slasher,
evil
a
is,
suspense.
I will fight back for sure.
Right, but you have that persona, and that's what I'm saying. It comes out so naturally, and I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know the struggle, but I mean, I will fucking fight back. Yeah, I would like some sword, some Japanese.
Some like
Something.
Kill Bill type, like martial arts, like sword stuff.
Yeah. Totally. That's what I
That'd be
want
funny.
to do.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Well, no. I hear the gears in my brain turning. I don't know about you guys. What do you like going on in media these days? What do you like watching? What's up? What's going on in the queue? What's up? If I went through Carolina's Rolodex and Netflix, what am I gonna see?
Oh my God. I'm watching right now. I'm watching most stand-up because it's what I'm doing right now. Yeah. So I'm doing stand-up. So I'm like,
You're doing stand-up.
yeah, I'm doing stand-up. So I'm kind of obsessed.
Shit, awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna invite you guys to the show.
Please,
Yeah.
please, I would love.
So
I'll
now I'm
bring
like,
the crew.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with that, and I like to check, whatever is new on the TV here, there. But I mean,
So what are you doing for stand-up? Like, well, who are your favorite stand-ups? Like, who do you watch when you watch stand-up?
Everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, I just do my homework. Like, Netflix is a great place to do your homework for a stand-up comedian. Like, if you don't know what you really want to do, or you really want to get into stand-up comedy, you're like, I don't know what to do. Watch just every single stand-up comedy. They got like 150 of them, old ones, new ones, and you get to see all these different styles, all these different comedians, how they all approach it, changed, elevated, and it's a good way to kind of find your own way about how you want to approach comedy, because every artist is really just a combination of everybody they liked before anyway. So, when you said that, I was like, man, that's a great tool to use to like get your weight up on comedy and just watch a lot of different ones, and see how they approach it and deal with crowds and all kind of things.
Is there any one comic in particular that you draw inspiration from for like your own material or style?
no.
Or just being you up there?
No, it's just being me. I just talk about my fucked up life.
Oh,
in
that's
LA.
what I was gonna ask. Do you
Yeah.
tell stories, or you just talk about your life, or do you have like a script written up, or you just go up and talk and wing it?
No.
Or something in between.
I have my set, and
Yeah.
I'm
Winging it usually doesn't work.
No.
I know. Well, Burr doesn't write anything. Burr works all his material out on stage. Burr does not write a single fucking thing.
Well, then he's got a really good memory.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like
some
Jay-Z or kind of he writes in his
Yeah.
head. and then
with
records it.
with stand up, it's along those lines. So like every artist has their own process. That's the only reason why I asked.
No, I mean, I started this year doing stand-up, and no, I have written my set, and I work on new material all the time. I'm even taking a class right now, only stand-up for women. And yeah, I just talk about my career, my personal life, Instagram, the horse. I'm obsessed with the horse on Instagram. Sorry. I'm so obsessed with the fucking people with no talent in making tons of money in Instagram.
Instagram famous people.
Yeah, I'm obsessed.
They're the
I
worst.
just can.
No.
Half of my set,
It's
my
a big
set
red-
is that.
yeah.
I just can,
It's
They're
a
not-
big red flag when I meet a girl with more than
they're not just-
5,000 followers.
They're not just Instagram famous people. They're Instagram whores.
It's the
Like
Oh,
what we're
yes.
talking about. I love the
Instagram
H.
models
No,
slash
no.
horse slash whatever.
Whatever. If you don't want to say it, I'll say
Slash
it.
the
I love
Insta thoughts.
the
now
H,
correction,
the
guys,
H.
they're public figures.
Insta thoughts.
Yeah. Bloggers.
Yeah, public figures.
My
Yeah.
God.
Fair enough. Whatever you want to be in this day and age, we'll support that decision. You are whoever.
They're
you
extremely public lives.
My God.
Carolina,
Yes,
how many followers do you have on Instagram?
Let me see. 50,000 something.
Yes,
That's pretty good.
What are the biggest differences between Argentina and the States?
Oh my God.
Give me a rundown.
The people.
Break it down.
The people. Number one.
In what way?
I mean, you say like LA or America?
Which one? Which
that
one?
is-
You decide.
There's
You
a
tell us.
difference.
Let's say
Yeah, what
LA.
she means, yeah.
Let's say LA? Okay.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I mean, people in Argentina is more like New Yorkers, It's like real people, It's like they like you, they talk to you, they don't like you, fuck off,
Yeah.
And here in LA, I feel like the people, everyone is trying so hard and everyone wants to be friendly and nice. That they feel it's like overacting, I feel like on the Truman
Oh,
Show.
yeah.
Charlatans.
A lot of fakeness.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my new stand-up. show, the one I'm writing right now. And it's like all the girls, oh my God, you are so beautiful. And I'm like,
I'm so excited.
And you're
to see
so
your stand-up.
retarded. Sorry, I didn't mean to say
No,
that word.
I'm
but-
so excited.
that's
Please
true.
tell me
That's
when the
true.
next time you're gonna go up.
It's
I want to
true.
go up
Because people want to be liked here. They're not like East Coast people. Or they're not afraid to not be liked.
Exactly.
They don't mind like somebody.
because nobody gave a fuck about you where you came from.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna give a fuck about you.
That's
out here.
probably one of the most annoying aspects about LA.
Yeah,
to be completely honest.
Yeah, that's the worst for
Yeah.
me. I mean, it's like shocking because I came from an, I don't know, like a normal country.
Yeah, it almost gets to the point where like you can't really bother with anybody because you don't know if they're being genuine or not.
Yeah.
Exactly. No,
It's like somebody is like commenting on something that you made or like a video that you produced or something like that. Can't ever tell if it's any good.
Yeah.
Because they all say it's good,
But
no matter what.
It's so shocking. Like everyone is like, like, hi, how are you doing? I love your dress. You are so beautiful. It's like, I mean, you don't even think that, bitch. Shut up, It's true.
Yeah.
In Argentina, if somebody don't like you, they don't even say hi.
Yeah.
And I like that. It's better.
That's what I do.
Don't say hi if you don't like me. And everything is cool.
You are very likable though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you do
Thank
wear
you.
crazy outfits that more often than not look good. So maybe they were telling the truth. Maybe.
Well, you know.
And then
Nah,
you told
but-
and then you told them to fuck off.
No, but some of,
Exception to the rule.
some of those bitches, come on.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can smell them.
Oh yeah, I bet.
That's all. They're just over polite. They just don't.
She's
they
got
don't
the
wanna
sixth
I'm
offend
an
sense.
actress. Don't forget, I can read people really, really good. I study people. That's what I do for living.
Yeah, some people are better at hiding it than others, for sure.
Yeah, but you can see everything on their eyes, body language, behavior.
Yeah.
You can see it.
You could be a spy.
Totally.
Yeah.
I will be a
Who
really
says
good
she's
one.
not a spy?
That's true.
Yeah.
Listen to the accent.
I'm so glad this is pre-recorded. No, but
Or not.
I think everything you said rings true, and one of the points I want to press on is the fact that you kind of distinguish of, you don't give a fuck, and there's a lot of people in other countries that have that attitude. But when you come from America in the entertainment industry, there's a lot of precedence on being told like you should be this, you should be that.
Yeah.
I have this vision for you. I'm this, and I'm going to guide you into
It's
this
interesting.
industry.
America's a little bit less free in that aspect
Exactly,
than
that's-
European countries, socially speaking.
It's almost
they're
like
much more open and much more go with the flow, so to speak.
What do you see coming up in the entertainment industry, Carolina? What do you see like for you as like an artist yourself? Who do you like? Who do you what things are you excited about? Are you excited about any shows, any acting projects, or do you have like, I don't know, a secret passion project or something you want to kind of see you get developed yourself?
Yeah,
Other than
actually.
what we talked about.
Yeah. I've been writing that. I mean, I'm working on that. On some short videos to post on Instagram, like some sort of. I have few different ideas that I think they are amazing. And so I'm writing them. I meet with Mike Hermosa the other day. I meet with another friend, Jorge. That he's a comedian.
Jorge.
Jorge.
Love it.
Yeah. He does
George.
stand-up as well. Yeah. No, he's from Venezuela, so it's Jorge.
Right.
He's not George.
No, I know. That's
I'm just fucking with you. I've been meeting with some people, like we were talking before, like about doing some collaborations.
Yeah.
And I would like to create some new content myself.
Some like original series and things or whatever.
Yeah, I have like 3 different ideas.
You don't have to give them away if you don't
Yeah.
want to spoil them. You can keep
No,
them.
I'm wor-
I don't want to lead you into that. That's what
No,
I'm
I'm
saying.
still working on them. So yeah, it's like just few different projects. So
Cool. Well, whenever you got those in development, you let us know and we want to plug and promote them for you.
of course, thank
Yeah.
you. You can all be part of it, guys.
Oh, we love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We always encourage like independent filmmaking on any level. Like People out there, get your phones, get your 4K cameras.
Yeah.
Steal something from your job if you got to.
It's that easy.
Videotape something, anything. If it's 2 minutes, 1 minute, 1 second, work on it, freestyle. Get it out there. Make it happen. You never know what people are gonna love.
True.
What do you think? What do you think is coming down the line next for the action game? You talked about you wanted to be an action star. You watch like Marvel and DC and the superhero stuff? No.
Yeah. I watch it, but
You don't give a shit.
I don't know what's coming up.
Everybody watches it, but does anybody really care?
True. Very true.
Yeah.
Good question.
It's just one of those. It's a spectacle. Everybody pays for the spectacle.
No, I feel like everything is changing so much on the industry. Like everything is moving like to TV, basically. Like the big films still happening, but I mean, people care less. It's not like they care less, but
yeah, the
it's
limited
less people going to the movie theaters. Everyone is watching shorter things on their phones, not even on TV. So the whole industry is moving. You know, like I came here to make movies. But now the TV has all the protagonism.
Yeah, we're in peak TV right now, as they say. Everything's shifting more towards like prestige programming, limited series, HBO kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And now like FX is doing that and they're finding great success. USA is doing that. They're finding great success. AMC, all the big channels.
Well, so you do a lot of work out there in the business. You do a lot of like the tryouts, a lot of go-sees. You do a lot of different shows on a lot of different levels. You're working on your comedy stuff. You're working on your shows. Do you have like any advice to like new entertainers who may be going out to trial for an acting part or anything like that about how they should maybe approach it or approach that whole process in general?
Anybody who wants to move here, like you moved here, and might be a little afraid.
Yeah, no, I would say like come here and just start like some classes or acting classes or whatever like they like to do.
It's very important.
Yeah, so I will start there because it was the way I did, you know, and you start to network and know people who do and like the same stuff that you do and you like. So you can start from there, you know, like, and as well you have to be trained as an actor or whatever you do, like every day you have like to be there because when the opportunity came, has to meet the talent. You have to be, you know, like your tool is like your body, so you have to have it in shape, you know?
And the acting classes are like working out that talent, you know?
Exactly.
And a lot of actors who move out here, I'm so surprised. They don't know anything about like the whole world of acting classes. And, you know, Stella Adler, Ivana Chubbuck, like all these big casting directors that go to these acting teachers and they're, you know, that's how a lot of people get started. You know, Leonardo DiCaprio has an acting coach. Matthew McConaughey has an acting coach.
He has like 3 acting coaches, Leonardo DiCaprio, and said, I mean, of course he can afford them.
Yeah,
but,
right?
Yeah, I mean, you have to train like all the time or every week or whatever you can. I mean, because classes are expensive as well.
Yeah, it's very difficult to make it look as easy as it is.
It's really hard because you need to invest on yourself and your career. I've been here for almost 3 years and I invest. I mean, you have to have money or figure it out how to make money.
You gotta have a job.
No, that for sure. But I mean, you have to, invest to make it. You cannot like just like come here and expect like a miracle to happen.
The acting coach is going to be expensive for sure.
Yeah, the classes or whatever. I mean,
if you're doing a workshop or if it's a regular class or anything.
I mean, I need to
it's going to cost money.
I take accent classes every time I have an audition. Every time you have to do a self-tape to make it look amazing, like the best out of it. You need like, you know, like the room or like if it's like a big audition, like a coach. I mean, everything is like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, definitely. And that's not something that I really was familiar with before I moved here either. I thought it was just a little bit easier, a little less expensive than it is.
But and it's getting more expensive.
Oh yes, everything's always getting more expensive all the time.
I will say though, for the cheapos, there are some free classes.
Yeah, there's a ton. Like I was saying earlier, like this is a collaborative town, and for people who can afford that kind of thing, there's going to be 20 other groups that meet and bounce ideas off each other and tweak each other and critique each other. And it's just, a community kind of thing. It's not something you pay for.
It's many talented people on this city that is crazy. And you have to want it really bad and you will find your way. I mean, you have to do it yourself. Like, talk to these people, talk to this other person, and you have to figure it out. Like all the time. It's like never ends.
You know what's a good representation of this? That show Barry on HBO. Has anybody seen that?
Yes.
Yes.
You seen the show?
Yeah, Bill Hader plays this guy Barry.
The mob actor guy, right?
He's a war veteran.
Yeah, he's a war veteran and he's a hitman, and he moves to LA to become an actor.
Well, he moves to LA to do a hitman job, and his cover is getting into acting.
Yeah, and then
in the first episode, and then he falls in love with it and stays. And it's like the whole series is about him trying to really become an actor.
And Henry Winkler is his acting coach.
Yeah.
And he's like this Ivana Chubbuck like type character. And I mean, that's a very accurate representation of what Hollywood is like for actors. Because it's just a bunch of people meeting in a room in a really small auditorium, and they're doing little plays and little readings.
I gotta speak 2 cents, because there's a fundamental difference between actors in general and actors that come to LA. Because I agree with you, a lot of the experience of actors that come to LA is meeting in a little room and rehearsing scenes from a film or rehearsing scenes from a stage play, but like a rehearsal setting in like a stage space or a rehearsal space. Whereas if you go to like New York and Chicago, you're rehearsing to perform in that space. So it's a little bit different mindset when you're on preparing for Broadway and preparing for a live stage performance versus preparing and educating yourself for film. But they're almost approached in the same manner. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
All right. So that's why I was like, LA teaches a lot of fundamentals of on-screen acting, obviously, because this is the epicenter of that. But it doesn't really have that underlying education and through line of principles and acting teaching of theater acting.
There's really no stage presence in LA.
There's none.
It's really low. I know a few people that have done plays and do them on different scales and do
So you
there's some
like,
cool stuff. I mean, there's
Stellar Adler. I love all these acting schools are phenomenal to teach the disciplines and to teach the actual education of these acting styles, whether you're Meisner or Stanislavski or anywhere in between, and the ones that have developed since then. I think that a lot of them have become commercialized because it is LA, and I also agree that like if you come in with doing a couple community theater shows and you come in with doing no experience and you both go to Stellar Adler, the person who did the community theater shows is going to get the edge up. No question. And that's just a matter of experience. It has nothing to do with talent and ability. It has nothing to do with education.
More often than not, the
like
stage actors seem like the actors.
Yes.
Yeah,
well, that's what I'm kind of referring to.
Shoot, they gotta do it in front of a crowd of people that are making noises and coughing
You
and
train,
babies crying.
you train to not mess up.
For
Whereas
several hours.
And remember everything.
And
that's the
remember
difference. That's a big fundamental difference. And coming from somebody who has been an actor on Broadway and has taught musical theater and has taught acting in front of film and has been on both sides of the spectrum from every discipline, I think that it's a big distinguished a point to say that you have these theater actors that come in with a little bit more preparedness, in a sense, like we only get one take. Whereas the directors and the others are trained to be like, oh shit, I messed up, I'm gonna do it again.
No, but you know what, as well, I came from theater. That's where I started in Argentina. It's many theater, but it's so hard when you come from theater to move to film. Because on theater, I mean, you have to project your voice, your body,
your
and everything.
Your movements are bigger. Your voice is bigger.
Because you are speaking for a fucking huge audience.
The people in the back need to be able to hear you.
Play to the back of the house.
Yeah.
But you need to put all that on a screen later on, and it's not easy because you need to bring all that on a thought. Do you know what I mean?
That's the biggest challenge for actors coming from theater to film is scaling it down.
Yeah.
When we're taught as theater actors, we're taught to play to the back of the house. You want to project it. Why do you guys think I yell so much? It's not because I want to be heard. It's just
thought you were
that's
up.
my training in all of my life. It's like it's not intentional. It's second nature for me. So we're taught to be over exaggerated. So when you come to film and when someone's doing a close up on the frame of your face, you don't want to play the back of the house because the person observing you is right in front of your face.
Yeah, you're gonna look like a weirdo.
It's hard for.
You are not gonna be higher.
Going past the camera.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing for film actors. Is to make that transition, like you're talking.
Yeah. But like in LA, is so many classes that's amazing for me because in Argentina you have like few different acting schools and different techniques and this and that. But it's so developed. The industry in here, like, is crazy. It's so amazing because you can learn from the best. You can take like acting on camera, like you have like millions of classes. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. You can learn everything.
And you can do stand up too.
Yeah.
How's stand up treating you? How's that going?
It's so much fun.
Do you do open mics? Or are you getting spots at certain places? Can people see you someplace? What's going on?
No. I mean, I perform in Bar Lubitsch on Sundays.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But now I don't really know when is gonna be the next show in there. So I have one coming up on the Flappers.
Yeah, Flappers Comedy Club.
Comedy Club,
on
Bourbon.
November 1st at 8 p.m.
November 1st. There you
And I'm working on another gig. I'm on the Comedy Store. I don't know when. I'm working on that one.
go. Well, all right, cool. Well, whatever you have coming up, if you want us to plug, we'd love
Yes,
to
of course.
promote.
Yeah.
Plug
November
it,
1st.
let
Put it
us
on the
know.
calendar.
Yeah.
We'll blast it on our social media. You let me know.
Please.
We'll bring the squad out.
Yeah.
Support the troops.
Yeah, the stand-up show and
I'm so excited to see you do stand up.
Oh my God.
I'm just like I'm just excited. I think because I think that is a medium that you and your personality is so already perfected for. Like you're already in the zone. When I just hear you tell stories and like we're just talking, around the campfire, so to speak. It's like, oh man.
And it feeds off that theater background to a certain extent. Because with comedy, with that stand-up, you're almost kind of projecting to the whole room to a certain extent without, the sound of music. So even that has that feel to it.
That's one of the things I was going to mention is like coming from a theater background, I never did stand-up, right? And stand-up is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And I've like done solo musical theater acts in front of like 3,000 people in an auditorium sold out in a classical theater. So like, it's not like a scale of escalation. It's just like the difficulty of the task. And I think that if I write the joke and the thing scripted out, I have a much easier time performing it. Whereas when I go to a lot of other open mics, the people have funny content. They don't have the experience executing it. They don't have the experience performing it. So I think that like when it comes to stand up for me, it's like all about writing. Like if I could write better, I'd probably be a dope ass stand up comic. Also, I'm too lazy to devote the time to putting up spots every night of the week and doing all that work that it entails. Because there's mad respect to all the fucking work that it actually entails to be a stand up comic. I don't want to do that. But I think that it's important to like say that there's an element to writing and then there's an element to performing stand up. And no matter what, I think you got the performance on lockdown. Just like I'll go and toot my own horn and say I got the performance on lockdown. But I genuinely think that, coming through your lens, we talk a lot about stand-up comedians' lens on this show and how they look at the world. And I think that like looking through your lens is not just your lens though. It's a global lens. It's like your lens, it's Argentina's lens, it's every other
unique.
person.
It's interesting.
It's very unique, it's very interesting, but at the same time relatable. And very, very grounding, very relatable. And
it's treated you well so far?
Yeah.
No bombs? No, none. You haven't bombed once.
That's just because she looks pretty.
That's great.
No, people be like,
She's got to be funny.
Girl, you so funny.
Nah, and I would be like,
That's
fuck
good.
you, bitch. You're fake.
I've heard it all before.
Talented.
No, I like it because it's just, I like talking shit, you know?
Yeah,
And if I
everybody
get
does.
paid to talk shit, even better.
Exactly.
We all about the shit talking.
You gotta go after what you love and then figure out how to monetize it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Talking shit, stand-up comedy. Perfect.
Okay, I got more. Is there
I got more. Go in, Carl.
Is there a difference between kind of like how the whole film approaches and like when you're back in Argentina and how they handle everything and how everybody works versus how they do it here?
Yeah. Oh my God. No. You don't understand.
There's a lot of on-set differences.
I mean, I don't know if on set, but it's just all previous to that. You know, like all the audition thing. I mean, of course, this is Hollywood is like first league, is another level. In Argentina, the industry is really good. The people is amazing, talented, but it's a small industry. And here, of course, it's like
Yeah. Total opposite.
huge. Yeah. And it's hard in Argentina to get like the chance to audition. But I mean, of course, here is even harder. But the thing over there is like everyone knows everyone. And I don't know, I did a movie last year in Argentina and my agent living here and my agent called me and I was like, do you want to do this part on a movie? And I was like, yeah, sure. You know, and I don't even audition. Do you know what I mean? It's like a small industry. People know you. People know how you act. You don't need a headshot. I mean, you don't even need a fucking reel. You don't need nothing. People know who you are. They know your talent. They know how you act. I mean, that's it. You have your agent and he's like, okay, do this. I mean, you audition for stuff, of course, but and I mean, it's hard. It's a big crisis right now in Argentina. I mean, it's many people going to shoot over there right now because it's $1 is 40 pesos. It's like, it's crazy. So, of course, for the Americans, it's good to shoot in there because you have the talent, you have the industry. It's really good. And I don't know. On my case, when I came here, I need to make like a new acting reel, like headshots every year. All the websites, LA Casting, and all of those, Actor Access. We don't have that in Argentina. It's more, I don't know how to say it, but
It's a little more intimate.
yeah.
Yeah. Personable.
Yeah.
Person to person.
Totally, yeah. And here you have, you know, like one commercial agency. In Argentina, you have like many of them. You just go and you audition for everyone for commercials. You don't have one representation for that. And you have your manager, of course, but that's for acting. And yeah, like people know everyone. You go to the places, you audition, this, that. It's like, it's not much to discover.
And then here is
It's a whole other level. Yeah, it's I don't know if the opposite because here it's hard to get on a room to audition, of course, as well. Yeah, it's different.
So, has anyone ever asked you to do something questionable for your acting career in any kind of way, as far as maybe the actual acting gig you have to do, the actual performance, or even something off screen? Has there been any controversial, even Me Too?
God damn it, Carl.
very good question.
I love the question. You know what? Actually, no. And it's funny because when I just moved here, I was talking to these women in the industry, and she was like, nobody asked you to do anything or something like that. And I was like, not really. And she was like, sorry for you.
It's like that's the big opportunity people wait for. It's
Exactly. She was like, I mean, I don't know if be happy or sad for you. I guess I'm sad.
Oh my
and I was like,
God.
Okay. Pause.
That's a pretty big difference between Argentina and LA. The moral and ethical differences in attitude.
No. Argentina, I don't know what is worth.
Oh, yeah.
No, actually, now I remember. I remember. One time in Argentina was like this TV show that I wanted to host. I'm a TV host as well. And I wanted to host this show so bad. And I go and audition, right? For the show, but before to audition, I go to the meeting with the producer of the show. I mean, he was super nice. He didn't say anything, but after he messaged me on text message, and he was like, yeah, do you want to go for dinner or something like that? And I was like, no, I mean, not really. And I mean, and of course I didn't get the gig, right?
Yeah, right. That was your chance.
Yeah, but the guy is known for doing that, you know?
Yeah, right.
So I wasn't, I mean, sorry. I mean, I'm just gonna audition. And I auditioned like 2 or 3 times, and
You didn't get it.
some other girl got the gig.
Yep. That's the way it goes.
No, that was the only thing. But no, I mean, I'm
And
like,
that
I'm
was in
lucky.
Argentina?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, I think like I'm too tough for the. I think the guys are gonna go
Yeah.
for the more like
Yeah.
a different kind
You're
of
a little
girl.
too headstrong.
Yeah, they are gonna
Yeah.
be like, she's gonna send me to fuck off. They know that already.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well,
I guess it's good.
yeah, that's good. That's great that it's never happened in LA. Well,
That shit doesn't fly
But-
these days, man.
Me too.
I mean, we all heard stories about that as growing up. and,
Everybody's-
like,
yeah.
yeah.
There's
Like it's
always
been
rumors
like a
or-
subculture and everything. But like, I would say in the past 2 years, like being out here in the industry, that shit does not fly. Like, you can't. There's no joking around. There's nothing
No.
about that. If there's anything in the industry, people are on their best behavior these days, which is awesome. And it's kind of just like, hey, everything's good, right? We're all on the same page, right? Everything's good.
People
right?
is a scam.
Before we go into any agreement, any business
Everybody's-
deal, like it's
everybody's
very,
walking on eggshells.
Well, it's very-
Everybody's got to be more PC.
I think it's good that everyone's just more clear about everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's the big thing. Like that's the
Well, this is a very unprofessional industry.
yes.
At
Oh
its
my
base.
God. Fuck this industry about its professionalism.
It's
Like
so
I show up at like 3:00 for a meeting at 3:00 and everyone else is there at 3:30.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you goddamn stupid people. I
mean,
can't.
Typical.
Good luck in Argentina then.
different.
Argentinian
That's Hispanic.
Argentinian
Yo.
time is a real thing. And
Yo,
it's,
I'm
Amen.
Cuban. I'm at least 2 hours late. to everything.
Level.
I honestly, I do know some other Argentinians, and that is a real thing. Argentinian time.
Timing is crazy. Yeah. Like if you invite like somebody to have dinner at your house, for example, and you say, yeah, come like, I don't know, 9:30, you tell them to come 9:30 because they know they are gonna come 10:30 minimum.
Dinner at 11:30.
Yeah, if they show up, no?
If they show up.
I'm glad we caught you then.
No, and another difference between here and Argentina and I remember now is how flaky is the people in here.
Oh yes, that goes
That's-
back to the
Yeah.
fakeness. People are like, "Oh yes, I would love to come. Yes, I would love to go to your screening."
Stick to plans and commitments.
I'll read your script and give you notes on it. Yeah, sure. And then you give it to them. It's like you make plans on like 4 Saturdays in advance, and the Saturday comes, and you're like, God damn.
Yeah, but 4 Saturdays in advance, it's hard to make plans.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's even on the same day.
No, that's that
People
LA
is
being
faking.
nice. When I first got here, when people would have events or have stuff they go to, everybody else in the circle be like, "Oh yeah, I'm coming." And I'd be the only person like, "Nah, dog, I'm not coming to that." Like, no, actually, I'm just gonna be tired. I'm just not. I don't feel like leaving the house. They'd be, "Oh, you're so mean," and this, that, and the third. And sometimes I would actually end up going and find out that I would be the only person there, and all those people that said they were
Yeah.
coming, none of them showed, but yet they shamed me.
Shame.
Yes.
At the time of it happens.
Public shaming.
Righteous fools.
A lot of public shaming in this town too.
Yeah, whatever. Nobody cares about that.
Nobody cares more than themselves.
Yeah, like honestly, the people who are concerned about shaming others are the ones taking selfies on Sunset Plaza, or in front of the
In front
Beverly
of
Hills
Wahlburgers?
size. Yeah, in front of Wahlburgers.
On the pink wall.
Yeah.
and just being like, just looking cute, just for the gram, you know. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. All right.
Sunset Plaza does have very lovely flowers
Yeah,
in the medians.
sure,
Perfect for selfies.
it's gorgeous. Go for it. Go for it, all you beautiful unicorns out there.
I'm gonna destroy you, all of you, on my stand-up show. Don't come to see me because I'm gonna fucking destroy
Please.
you. Bitches.
Everybody who's Instagram famous, take note.
Yo, Carol, I open myself up here. Just there. Just take it from the veins. You got all my dirty secrets. And make fun of me at your will and anything that you want to tell jokes about. It's all good.
I saw you on the pink wall, Devin. I saw you on the pink wall.
Yeah.
The pink
Taking
wall.
a selfie with the coffee.
Yeah, for everybody who
with your
doesn't
latte.
know,
I saw you, Devin.
for all the listeners out there that don't know about the pink wall, there's a pink wall on Melrose that is constantly and every single day flooded with maybe 20 people at a time taking selfies in front of it when the sun is shining on it just right, just at the right time of day.
If you catch the sun and the timing just right, you might see my ass in a hashtag or two on that pink wall. I don't know. I'm just mooning and trolling everyone.
I think like the Instagrammers come to LA to take pictures not with the Hollywood sign, but with the pink wall.
The pink wall, and then
It's
the
like
wall.
it's a whole thing. They
crazy.
take the coffee and take the picture. It's like
I got my coffee, and now I've got my angel wings.
I mean, it's like
My angel wings photo for Instagram.
Oh, that's the pink wall with those angel wings.
well, there's the pink
no,
wall.
that's a different one.
And then you go a couple blocks down the street on Melrose, and then there's a wall with angel wings on it that people stand in front of, and then they get their pictures in front of that and put it on Instagram.
You know, we should
And there's
do
a big line on the sidewalk leading up to the angel wings painted on the wall.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
You know what we need to do is a remote segment on Hollywood Boulevard and on Melrose. And we need to go talk to the people of the city. And we need to get some responses from them because, like, honestly, it's like moving to Hollywood is perceived as being like this glamorous, elaborate thing. And then you move to Hollywood and there's like a bum on like Cahuenga in Hollywood, like taking a dump in the corner.
I know.
Like while there's a souvenir shop on fire.
Yeah.
And then Jimmy Kimmel's doing like a remote segment at the Chinese theater. It's
and then right
it's
next
so
door-
crazy.
Yeah.
Nothing breaks you in LA faster than human feces on the street.
Yes.
Oh my God.
We all
It's
have
a
our
regular
experiences.
thing. Just go to oh man, I don't want to get on human feces, but I gotta tell this. So, in San Francisco, we were in San Francisco, right? For Clusterfest. San Francisco, now they have an app sponsored by the city where you can ping where human feces are in downtown.
Really?
So if you are walking down the street and you see that some homeless person took a dump, you can
It's like the
ping it.
it's like the
and,
ways of poop.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. And the icon is a poop emoji.
Oh, good. Appropriate.
download it.
Appropriate.
Terrible.
So you can cross the street in time and avoid it. Perfect.
Yep. It's for sanitation.
Well, San Fran, you really solved that problem, didn't
yeah,
you?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Ping the poop.
That's Hollywood, baby.
Hey, they took a technical approach to a Stone era problem.
What's really amazing is that people come to Hollywood and, it's got all this history and they still want to take pictures of the pink wall.
All right, well, Carolina, let the people out there know where they can find you. Tell the audience social media, you want to plug, you want to promote anything.
Yeah, you guys
find
can
you?
follow me on Instagram. Is LA Carolina Levi, Levi. So follow me on Instagram and we are connected.
Perfecto.
There you go.
Perfecta.
There you go.
And
look
go
for
see her on
stand-up.
go see her on November 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
Come to the Flappers in November 1st, 8 p.m.
Which Flappers?
We'll be there.
Burbank.
Burbank Flappers.
Burbank Flappers.
Burbunk.
We got it. We're coming out with the crew. We got it. Call.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mr. C, the Enforcer, always hype for the Ding Dong Show on Mondays at the Comedy Store in the Belly Room, 10 p.m. every Monday. Always check out also GT's Comedy Jam. We do our stand-up shows twice a month in a couple of places. We also got The Office Uprising, which is on Crackle. We always got to talk about The Clapper, which is on Netflix. And you always got to look out for anything that the Skitbags do anywhere, anytime, especially if Black Jesus is in it.
Jesus.
I'm just going to keep yelling my name at you guys. I know it's hard to pronounce. It's Persich, but you can spell it. You can follow me on Instagram at Casey Persich, KASEYPERCICH. The only thing I have to plug is this show.
Yeah, same here. I'm plugging myself. T McD, pushing buttons, twisting knobs. You can follow me on Instagram, T McD with 2 underscores.
Whoa.
Make it unique.
Two.
That's how you'll find.
wild.
That's the secret to finding me.
Count them. 2
2
underscores.
underscores.
2 underscores. I like that.
For everybody that's looking, I know there's a lot of you.
I just want to know if people keep following the people who don't have underscores and they're like, who is this guy? Thomas is so different than I would
I
expect.
know. You gotta watch the videos and make sure it's the right face.
Oh my God. Sailor_Dev on Instagram, but more importantly, go to skitbags.com. You can check out the rest of our shows. We got
Yes.
film history, the history of film. We got concrete news coming up. We got Fight Dub. And we got some mystery shows coming through the pipeline. I think we got 3. We possibly got a new show in the works for you here on Dash Comedy. Shout out to Marcus King presents Dash Comedy.
Keep your head on a swivel. Things are happening.
Swivel. Yeah.
Right.
We getting it. And anything else from the rest of the galleon of gander of geese?
That didn't make any sense.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. Skitbags Radio, we're out. Peace.
Boom, boom, maracas.
Skitbags Radio.